Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out Chainlink's price chart in like very short time and see what is going on specifically in this area. But before that, let me tell you that the overall scenario in Chainlink, in my view, is absolutely bullish. Why? What do we have off of the low still down here? I think this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up into a larger degree wave 1, followed by I think a rather beautiful WXY in form of a double zigzag into wave 2. And if this is happening, what's next? You know it, a massive move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5. So this scenario in Chainlink suggests most likely we are in for some very exciting times. And for now, it is actually going to be my primary case. And also the fact that we got finally a break out of these important area of resistances is a very good sign, indicating again in Chainlink this uptrend hopefully is going to continue. Now, what is going on in the short term? And here is what's going on in my mind. Like I said it earlier, I think at the moment we are on our way up to complete the subwaves for this wave 3, and in here we can consider different counts. For example, one scenario suggests that this is 1, this is 2, and we're gonna have like a massive move up into wave 3, 4, 5, which on a higher degree is going to be into this white wave 3. And right now we are having, excuse me, from here to about this high, 5 up into 1, correction for wave 2, and what's next? A strong move up into wave 3, 4, 5 in order to complete the subwaves for this red wave 3 this time. Can we consider another count? The answer is yes, and here is how I can argue that. You can say this is 1, this is 2, so far so good, but now this point is going to be the end of our wave 3, followed by a correction for 4, and then we're going to have another strong move up into wave 5. Now, there is this thing called extension in Elliott's waves. Extension suggests between wave 1, 3, and 5. As a matter of the fact, in most cases, between wave 3 and 5, usually one wave is going to get like massively extended, and we are going to see some very sharp moves on the up and also downside in that phase. Now, if this is happening, meaning if we are having a 1, 2, 3 to about this point and the current move is a correction for 4, I'm going to bet on the next phase up in Chainlink into wave 5 to get unbelievably extended. And for example, we may even have like a 70 to potentially even 100% move on the upside for the next couple of months. I think that can absolutely happen. The point that I'm trying to make is this: in Chainlink, when you zoom in a bit more, it seems like that one way or the other, we are actually primed for a magnificent move on the upside. And do not get me wrong, there's absolutely a chance that we are looking bearish in here. And for example, I don't know, let's say instead of having a 1, 2, this is going to be like an ABC zigzag. And to about this point, we completed actually our ABC pattern. But that scenario, for so many reasons, is not going to be at the moment my primary case. My primary scenario right now suggests in Chainlink, we are looking extremely bullish. And there's a very high chance the current move down is going to be into some sort of a correction structure into, I'm going to say right now, this wave 4. And what are we going to have next? Another move up into wave 5. Now, here's a very optimistic sign in the short term. What is going on in terms of indicators? As you can see, on the live chart, we are having a low. The other one is a lower low. However, in MACD, what do we have? This is a low. The other one is a higher low. So in H1 time frame, we are having a beautiful looking bullish divergence, which is a fantastic sign, suggesting in Chainlink we are going to have a decent move up, hopefully soon. And do we have the same divergence on H4? The answer, as you can see, is at the moment no. I mean, sort of, kind of, yes, but you know, let's just ignore that and count on this beautiful bullish divergence on H1 time frame to play out. And that, my friends, is why I think we're gonna have a move up in the next couple of days in Chainlink. Now, what really matters in that phase is the shape of that move. Okay, the move itself doesn't really matter a whole lot. If you see a very strong one, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, without a lot of overlapping of the waves, that is going to be a very optimistic sign. What you do not want to see is a consolidation pattern, a very slow and choppy move, because that is unfortunately going to be sort of kind of a bearish sign, indicating this is just a temporary pullback. And what are we going to have next? Maybe yet another move down. And again, let me be very clear, even if we get another move down and do this, overall my primary scenario is still absolutely going to remain the bullish one. And I'm still going to say this is a creative movement into wave 4, and we are once more going to have another move up into wave 5. We are only at the moment talking about the short-term price action and whether the final low for this correction in Chainlink in here is N or not. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Chainlink. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.